Tom and Lucy from Southern, thank you so much for coming and playing for Secret Sessions down at the Takeover Festival. Tell us about that song that you performed, the first one that you did.
Shite It.
Yeah.
That was written, the guitar I came up with when we were sofa surfing around London for a few months last year, and then it's like, pretty sure it's like 3 songs put together, isn't it?
Yeah, we wrote it when we were
working
in
on it for
London
like
and just
6 months, and then
fiddled about with it, got it all together, and then it turned into like a bit of a jam song.
yeah, but yeah, it's kind of about just get kind of vengeance against someone who's done something wrong to you, I guess, and it's just supposed to be like relatable to the listener and all that jazz.
But is it based on something
Could
that
be,
actually
yeah.
happened?
Our
If
songs are
you're
never-
ticked off, you should listen to it.
Yeah, our songs are never really, you know, we don't really write specifically to our lives, but we put like our kind of experiences and emotions into the songs, but they're usually like fictional characters anyway, so we kind of we're able to sort of explore stuff that doesn't actually happen to us as well. But Shout It was quite cool because we're making, you know, it's almost like a conversation between 2 people about a relationship or whatever, and but in a kind of like sort of comical way. You know, so.
Brother and sister, right? Obviously, being in a band, is that tough? Brother and sister, is there a bit of sibling rivalry?
Well, we live together, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we live together in Liverpool, and so we just. But like, if we argue, it's just about something stupid about, you know, taking.
Yeah, it's never
taking
about
on
the
bins
yeah, it's
because
not
they
about the
smell,
music,
or
but the music's the only thing like
doing
we
the
agree
dishes.
on.
Yeah.
Really?
So did you decide to sort of move in together because of the band, or because you were doing the music, or have you just guys always got on?
We just
We've
always
always
lived
been-
together, because
yeah.
when we were in London we lived together, and
Yes.
then sofa surfed around, and then when we came to Liverpool it's just,
Yeah.
don't know, we find it easy.
Yeah. Well, we lived in London like for like ages, and
Yeah.
then for a good year and a half, and then half of that was in a flat, and then we decided to move up to Liverpool. So it was just we didn't know anybody in Liverpool, so obviously
you?
we had to live together. Else.
Do you have
Yeah.
any time out? You're like, whoa man, too much of Lucy, too much of Tom.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, all
we
the time.
do. Like Lucy will go home to Belfast, you know, sometimes, and I'll just like hang out with my mates and go out or whatever, and then, you know, vice versa,
Yeah.
probably.
I think we're generally okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we share all the same
We're
friendship
friends.
groups and stuff.
Yeah. And you grew up in Belfast. Who started singing first?
I think it was kind of
Hugh did, because he got given a guitar when he was 12.
yeah, and then I started. I
He
think
started
the
writing songs.
first song I ever learned to sing. I didn't know I could sing until I was like 17, and I think the first song I learned was Radiohead's High and Dry, and I could hit the high note in the chorus, and my mum was like, "Oh, you're very good at that. Keep it up." So I was like, so kind of went on from there, and then
But then I
Lucy,
started harmonising
yeah,
with it,
Lucy, we
and,
found out that we just did really good harmonies and stuff, and just
yeah, and then we went out busking, and that kind of got us into the swing of things, and started writing and all that. And yeah.
And how do the scenes compare then from Belfast, where you grew up, to now Liverpool, where you're hanging out and living?
Well, I think because we went from Belfast and did the whole kind of music circuit there, and then we went to London after that.
which was
and
very different.
that was, yeah, it's a lot
It's just
different,
like
a lot more
gigs every
intense.
single
and
night, and you know, there's like
There's, I
there
think
was
it's
like
more
300
diverse
venues or
with, it's
something.
more diverse with
But
music.
then yeah,
and
we
stuff.
moved over to Liverpool, and it's actually not. It's quite similar to Belfast in a way because it's so close. You know, but I don't know. It's kind of they're both fun cities for going out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've kind of the funny thing is when we moved to Liverpool, you know, we're sick of Belfast people and people from Derry because there's so many people
Yeah.
that come over to Liverpool to go to uni there. So it's kind of just like being home anyway, which is cool. But yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
So what is it this influences sound of yours? Because obviously it's not a typically Irish sound, is it? This is this kind of like proper like country rock and roll roots. Like what is it then you guys have listened to that makes you feel like this?
I grew up on like Led Zeppelin and Lucy loved the Rolling Stones, and
I think I was
the
a lot more
Beatles and
into
everything.
folk music in terms of like
Yeah.
Neil Young and Joni Mitchell.
I've grown up on kind of listening to Sonic Youth and Smashing Pumpkins, and then you know the White Stripes and stuff, and then we both like adore Beck, so kind of every single album that he's done is just he's constantly reinventing himself. So and he's always been influenced by the Southern American kind of Americana rootsy sound. So all of those mixed together, we've sort of brought both of our like, you know.
But when it comes to blues, I think what really got us onto it was the XL Main Street album, you know, the Rolling Stones. So I think once we started listening to that, we sort of went back in time, listened to older stuff, and
that track, is it Shake Your Hips?
Yeah, Shake Your Hips was really an influence on
Shout It, that's where that kind of came from, yeah.
So all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So that was the trigger for you guys then, the Rolling
Yeah,
Stones?
yeah,
Yeah.
the XL Main Street
Rolling
album,
Stones,
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask any Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fleetwood
because
Mac.
I definitely
Yeah,
hear
like,
that
I
Fleetwood
can
Mac.
tell that you were
In
dying to
only
ask that,
a good-
weren't you?
In only a good way.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
amazing, but you can hear a bit of that in there as well.
Yeah, we listened to
yeah,
when
like
we
the
were in
chain
London.
of that
We
song's really good.
when we were in London, basically we didn't have a TV and we didn't have radio or anything. We just had an old vinyl player and loads of LPs that our manager gave to us. So we listened to so much Fleetwood Mac and just everything really, Blur and everything. That was good.
Yeah.
Good for inspiration.
So you've released your EP. What's the plan next? Is there going to be a debut album or another E EP?
We're releasing a new single. I think it's going to radio in a few weeks, and then it's coming out with 2 B-sides, so there'll be 3 new tracks, I think, roughly in the next month to 2 months. And then we're recording our single for that following single this month, and that'll be coming out. So there's definitely 2 new singles coming out this year, and then obviously like a record hopefully by the end of the year, or maybe start of next year.
Yeah. Have you started
Something like
writing
that.
for that?
Yeah, we've finished the album, so we just need to get in and record it and work towards it and tour and just do all the usual things.
Did you have plans for touring this year?
Yeah,
I think we're
going on a
getting
tour.
onto it this year and doing loads of festivals.
Start
and
of
things
March,
as well.
we've got our own like mini tour of headline dates, and
Nice.
then we're doing our first London headline. I think it's the start of April. We've got all those dates will be online, and then we've got loads of like kind of music festivals like Sun
say,
City,
you wanna be
Liverpool,
hitting up
and
the,
Great Escape, and
Festival.
the Secret Garden Party, and Live at
We've got a few in
Leeds.
France confirmed, so
Yeah, there's some
Nice.
that's
French
gonna be
ones.
good.
Jet setting.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, isn't it? Festivals abroad.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're becoming a more popular thing, but
Yeah.
it's the way forward, I think. Have you had anyone contact you and say, we want to collaborate? And if so, who would be your dream collaboration if you haven't really gone down that route yet?
Probably
Beck,
Beck or Jack
yeah.
White or
Yeah.
Jack White.
But no, they haven't contacted us.
nobody's
Unfortunately.
Well, we're hanging out with Luke from the Cougs, the lead singer, a bit, and
Maybe do.
we're gonna
little
try some
collab.
stuff with him. But we've just become really good friends and just been recording in his flat and stuff in London. Gonna try that maybe.
Yeah.
That's probably the only one.
You should
But we
send this
just
stuff to
try to
Jack.
ring stuff on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Because he's
Yeah,
on it in
try
terms
and
of
get
like
it.
bands like you. You
Yeah,
never know.
yeah.
He might invite you on tour or something.
What is it? Is it Third
Man Records?
Yeah. God, wouldn't you like to release a single of that?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Amazing.
Yeah. Send it to Jack. Jack, if you're listening.
If you're watching, you never know. He
Southern.
stumbles across these things.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's happening. Well, listen, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks so much for playing for us, and I understand you're off to New York tomorrow morning, so we'll let you get away and
Yeah.
get an early night's sleep.
Yeah.
You've got some couch surfing to do in New York. So cheers.
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
us.
Cheers.
Nobody's gonna take my name. Nobody's gonna take me to yesterday. No.